Hi, everyone. My name is Jesus, and I am also known by my nickname, Chewy. I am one of the academic advisors in Student Support Services. Many of you have been asking about an automated email that says you have a balance due and must pay by a certain date. This video will actually show you where to find your amount due and whether or not you need to pay anything before the mentioned date. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that I can show you, one, how to read your account inquiry, two, how to review your account activity, and three, where to view your payment due date. Understanding this is crucial and will allow you to understand the three via your student portal. So we're going to go ahead and review the account inquiry piece. So to get to your account inquiry, once you open your student portal, you will see My Account, and under there, you're going to see Account Inquiry. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. When you look at your account inquiry in your student portal, you should see account summary. So long as there is no amount due under the total due, you don't need to pay anything. If there is a balance if there was a balance here, then you would need to pay it before the deadline. This balance is the difference between your pending financial aid and your outstanding charges. If your pending financial aid happens to be less than your outstanding charges, then you will see an amount due here, and then the due date would actually apply. If you don't see a pending aid here at all, most of the time it has to do with not getting your award yet, so you would want to follow up with your financial aid counselor. Other times it might have to do with pending to-do items that were recently submitted to financial aid. So if you had to correct your financial aid award, or if you had to submit any paperwork and don't see anything here, you do still want to speak to a financial aid counselor. One of the main reasons we want to do this is because if you don't have anything here and your amount due is due by a specific date, we want to ensure that you are not dropped from your classes. So what financial aid normally does is, if there is paperwork in progress and you don't have a pending financial aid award yet, then they can put a hold on your account that will prevent the system from dropping you from your courses by that due date. So it's very important that you communicate with your financial aid counselor if you don't see anything here. So again, if there's nothing in the total due and you receive that financial aid or that payment due date reminder, you do not have to worry about payment. Your financial aid will pay that off once they dispersed, and the difference, of course, between your pending financial aid subtracted by your outstanding charges is what would be deposited to you. So the other thing is, we're going to go ahead and go back. And now we're going to pretty much show you how to review your account activity. So if we look at the same area where it says account, instead of account inquiry, we're actually going to click on account activity. So in this section, the page will show you everything that has been billed by line item, as well as what has been paid for or refunded to you. This area will also show you why your fees may differ from someone else's. Generally, if the fees differ, what you are looking for is course-related fees, some of which happen to be either lab fees, maybe you're taking an art class that requires supplies, sometimes even digital equipment that may be required for a course. So normally in the item description, you would see something related to the actual course. In this case, or this example, it doesn't show anything like that. You can always filter, of course, by semester. So if you indicate fall semester, you'll see only the fall semester. In this area, you also see a section that says student involvement rep fee. When you click on the little information icon, you'll notice that your $2 contribution ensures that CSU students have a say on tuition, financial aid, student services, course availability, and academic advising. So what you are paying here is pretty much for student representation. This area is the only area or the only fee that you can either keep or opt out of. So if you choose to opt out of it, you can actually select the opt out. In this case, it doesn't let me select it, but in your screen it should. And you can opt out of that $2 fee if you wish. Most students will keep it on their record because they do want to be represented when decisions are being made. So this option, this piece again, is up to you whether you want to keep or opt out of. So from here, we pretty much covered most of this section. So we're going to go ahead and go back, and in the same student portal page, instead of account activity, now we're going to go ahead and go to charges due. So when we go to the charges due section, you will see that the page will also show you something similar to what the account activity showed you. The difference is, of course, it doesn't show you the refund activity, the other pieces pretty much that were on the right-hand side. But it does show you the actual due date. So if you had set up a payment plan or something of the sort, then in the summary here, you will actually see multiple due dates and multiple due amounts that are set up from that payment plan. If you have not, however, then you only see generally one of the dues pretty much, or due dates. And in this case, it would be the upcoming July 17th due date, which is tomorrow. And you would pretty much see your running total. But again, this running total is pretty much what you're going to see in your charges due. When you receive, though, that email that says charges are due by the 17th or by whatever other date it may be, just remember to go back to the account inquiry. And so long as your financial aid is greater than your outstanding charges and there is no total due here, you are okay and do not need to do anything. So I do hope that this video has been helpful to you. And if you do have any other further questions, concerns, you can always contact our department or meet with one of the peer mentors to kind of help you navigate this system. Do remember, though, that we do not have access to your financial aid or financial aid award. So the information that we can provide is limited unless you're sharing your screens with us. Then we can try to help you out to the best of our ability. So again, if you have any questions or concerns, contact our office at area code 209-667-3220 or via email at sss@csustan.edu. The preference, though, is to either contact your SSS academic advisor directly and go from there. So thank you for watching.